Once upon a velvet dusk in the golden heart of Meoveria, a magnificent ball was held within the crystal domes of the Rosengold Palace, a haven of aristocratic glamour, gleaming chandeliers, and soft orchestral waltzes. It was the event of the season, the Sapphire Moon Gala, attended only by the most elite of the feline aristocracy. High-arched windows framed the starry night, casting silver light across the polished marble floor of the grand hall, painted in soft golden cream tones. The gilded walls were adorned with delicate murals and crystal sconces, glowing like fireflies. Between the columns carved with acanthus leaves swirled guests of incredible elegance, tall, slender anthropomorphic cats dressed in regal attire, their tails swaying in graceful rhythm. At the center of it all stood Lady Alice de Lune, a vision of shimmering silver and royal poise. Her white fur glowed under the chandeliers, her long flowing hair cascading down her back like a waterfall of moonlight. She wore a gown spun from dreams and silver stardust, an off-shoulder masterpiece encrusted with thousands of tiny diamonds. Her sapphire eyes mirrored the chandelier's glow, and her smile, though soft, was as regal as any queen's. Tonight was her grand return to court after years abroad, an artist, a poet, and the long-lost heir to House Lune. But among the velvet crowd, not all smiles were kind. On her left, Vivian Blacktail, a snow-furred beauty in a high-collared Victorian gown of midnight blue, sipped elegantly from a crystal flute. Her narrowed eyes watched Alice with a gaze like glass, beautiful, but sharp. Vivian had long considered herself the center jewel of court, the unrivaled belle of Meoveria. Alice's return shifted the stars. And on Alice's right stood Isadora Flamefur, a red-maned, sharp-tongued noblewoman in a soft pink dress that flowed like rosewater. Her laughter was light as chiffon, but her heels were heavy. The waltz slowed. The music quieted. And in that hush of violins, a sound sliced the air. Rip. Gasps fluttered like startled birds. Alice froze. Her gown, her masterpiece, now bore a brutal tear along the side. The delicate fabric sagged down, revealing a slender leg and a mark of malicious intent. The diamonds trembled. She turned, slowly, gracefully, with trembling disbelief, only to see Isadora's heel, daintily but cruelly pinning the edge of the torn fabric to the floor. The hall was silent. Vivian raised her glass, her lips curling into a knowing half-smile. Isadora, still feigning innocence, tittered softly and leaned toward Vivian. The two whispered like shadows in candlelight. Alice's wide sapphire eyes shimmered with shock and unspoken shame. She stood still, her breath caught, her voice gone. Around her, the glittering guests turned their eyes, some curious, some pitying, others entertained by scandal. But Alice did not run. She did not scream. Instead, with the grace of a born queen, she reached down, lifted the torn shri.